John Oakes here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods. This is our Indiana, Pennsylvania showroom, and today we're going to go over our newest addition to our inventory, this being a real 1967 Chevrolet Camaro RS Ss350 Convertible. So there you go, a mouthful there, but again, it is a real RS Ss350 Convertible. It's going to say so on the trim tag as well. So things you'll look for there is on your positions 3 and 4, you'll have the codes 3L, 4P, and that's going to stand for your RS and your Ss350. So we have it up on our lift just like we do with all our cars. We're going to start underneath the rear end of the car today and just work our way to the front here, just show you what's underneath here, and then we'll get it down off the rack for you and take you around the outside. So obviously back here we've got a stock fuel tank here, this being again all in good shape here. Looks to be fairly new. It's been all painted black. It's got all good mounting hardware, the straps, the bolts, like I said, all that stuff's in really good shape there. Now out at the sides here, we're going to work our way across. We've got BF Goodrich radial TA tires, all 4 corners, all mounted on, I believe these are 14-inch wheels on all 4 corners too. And they're just the factory steel rally wheels with the beauty rings and the center caps as well. Inside of those wheels, we've got drum brakes back here. As a matter of fact, it's all 4-wheel drum brake, and those are manual drums. Mono leaf rear suspension. We've got Monroe Gasmatic shocks hooked up here, and those are all 4 corners as well. The rear end that's in this car, this is a 12-bolt rear end GM. It does have the code, the date code and everything all stamped on the front passenger side axle here, so you can check that out. We do have that in the description also on our website. The gear that's in here is a 331 gear, and this is the Eaton Posse unit that's in the middle here of the rear end. Again, just monoleaf rear suspension. You can see some of the exhaust work here. You can see it is dual exhaust coming all the way from the stock cast exhaust manifolds up front, all the way back, up over the rear end housing into this single transverse muffler here. Now that is a dual in, dual out, so you've got 2 pipes going in and 2 pipes coming out, and that does have the tailpipes here exiting out between the monoleaf springs and the quarter panel here. Alright, now that we're under the center of the car, we can take a look at a few more things here. Mainly floors, exhaust, transmission, cross members, stuff like that. So again, now this is a true survivor car as well. I did not mention that in our first little clip there, but yes, it is a true survivor. All of the panels on this car are all original. We did check it out though. There is one small spot that they did put in some correct metal here for a patch panel, and that's right underneath the foot box here. So they did it correctly. They cut the old one out, laid the new stamped steel component in there, welded it in, seam sealed it, so it is done correctly. Other than that, you can see the floor pans themselves. Those are in really good condition, all painted up flat black, no real, no heavy undercoating or anything, other than maybe what would have been, original on this car, which is very light. But you can see they're all complete. There's no holes. Like I said, there's only one piece that's been added in, and that's in that foot box area. The transmission cross member, that's in excellent shape. The transmission mount that's up there also, that looks to have been replaced there because it's in good shape there as well. Your subframe rails, those are in good shape too. You can see how straight they are. They haven't been banged up at all. The bushings, the body bushings, those are in good shape too. They're not split or cracked. You can see that we have the emergency brakes cables all hooked up all the way clear to the back. Those are all hooked up for you. Drive shaft that's been painted up black here so it blends in with the underside, and then you can see that exhaust work, and they did a pretty good job tucking that exhaust work up in there. You can see it's up in here through this bracing here. so it's not rubbing at all. And again, we've already mentioned it's up over the rear end housing into that single transverse muffler. Brake lines, fuel lines, those are all in good condition as well. If we move back up here towards the transmission, this is a Muncie M21 4-speed manual. So again, that's a good transmission to have. Bell housing here, and they have the dust plate here on the bell housing. That way it keeps any kind of foreign debris, dust debris, rocks, anything like that from getting inside there and possibly chipping a tooth on your flywheel. That won't happen because it's got that flywheel cover on it there. Also, this is hooked up to the small block Chevy 350. Now, this is not the original numbers match motor, but it is a 350 small block Chevy. And it's got the stock cast exhaust manifolds on it. I believe I probably mentioned that. Now, before we move up front, one more thing that we can see here a little bit better from this angle would be the steering components. Now, this car, again, I'm sure it's probably had these replaced at one point in time. All of your little rubber dust boots here, those are in good shape. You can see they got the grease fittings on there, and they have been maintained. So your tie rods are all good. You got your drag length here, pitman arm coming off the steering box. All that stuff looks to be in good shape. And again, drum brakes up front here as well. Again, all four-wheel drums, and those are manual drums. And manual steering too on this particular car. Okay, and here at the front of our 67 Camaro RS Ss350 Convertible, we'll just work from the sides and go over to the other side. So again, I already mentioned we've got all four matching BF Goodrich radial TA tires as far as the tread pattern goes. Now the sizes are a little different. The size on this front, let me just get that for you. That is a 205/70 R14. On the back, we have 235/60 R14s. So just to give you an idea of the little bit of rake that it would give the car, you know, to give it a little better stance there. Again, we've already mentioned the drum brakes here. This car does have a front sway bar on it. Your sway bar mounts, your bushings, your sway bar end links, those are all in good shape on this car. You can see the front cross member, that's in good shape too. It's not bent up in or dinged up in the middle of it or at all. So, you know, you can rest assured that nothing's been hit with this car up underneath. All stock factory stamped steel suspension components. So lower control arms, upper A arms, again that sway bar, your springs, those things are all stock. It's got the Monroe Gasmatic shocks on the front end of it as well too. Now they went ahead and put the black front air dam on the front of the car too, just to give it a little better look there. It's, you know, a lot of times the RSs or the SS350s, they did have that spoiler on them there, and it did help, you know, improve the looks of them a little bit there. Frame rails up here, you can see those are nice and straight. No issues there. They're not banged up, all good. And as far as anything else that I can see from underneath here, we've got a stock style radiator in here with the shroud on it as well. And that's really about it. What we'll do now is we'll get this thing down, and we'll be able to walk around the outside of it and take you with us, show you how nice this car is on the outside, show you the interior, and then show you underneath the hood as well. All right, here we are now outside with our 67 Camaro RS Ss350 here, convertible. Again, as we said before, this is a true survivor car. So keep in mind, as you're looking at this, even though this car is as nice as what it is, it's a true survivor car. So again, all red exterior. It's got the white Bumblebee nose stripe here on the front end, along with the SS emblems here right within that nose stripe there. It's also got the 350 cross flag emblems back here on the back side of the front fender. We've already discussed it's got all 14-inch factory steel rally wheels, complete with the beauty rings and the center caps there. All BF Goodrich radial TA tires, All tread is really good on those. They're practically brand new tires there. We've got 205, let me just check the size again, 205/70 R14s on the front, 235/60s on the back, just to give it that little bit of difference there. You can see here we've got this factory steel SS hood here, the trim work here, the bright work here on these grills here for on the hood. Those are in excellent shape. You see it's got the bright wheel lip moldings here, and those are the whole way around the car, obviously. You've got the bright rocker molding down here and the RS molding also along the bottom of the fenders, quarter, and door. We have these chrome mirrors here. We've got just on the driver's side, and you can see on the convertibles, you always had this bright trim work right here up along the windshield. Those are in excellent shape. The trim around the windshield, that's in pretty good shape too. I see just one little spot where it looks like a little ding here. But again, true survivor car. White convertible top. This is a manual top, I believe. I didn't see any power switches on it. So again, that's in excellent shape. Again, it's pulled really tight there, and it's not dirty at all. A lot of times these tops, white especially, you'll see that, you know, it'll get a little bit of dirty on it, but this one's really good condition here. No tears. It's not frayed out along any of the seams. It's in excellent shape. It's got the it's the plastic window in the back, but again, that's in excellent shape too. You don't see any real wrinkles to talk about in there that would distort your view in any way whatsoever. If we come up here to the door, let's take a look at the gaps there. You see the gap on the front, the gap back here on the rear of the door. Those are very uniform, and those are good. As far as elevations go, those elevations, the door is adjusted just about perfect on this car. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek on the inside. We'll go inside here a little later, but you'll see that nice bright red exterior. This is Bolero red also. I did fail to mention that. Bolero red, got the little rubber bump stops on the top and down here at the bottom, and the little GM emblem right there on the inside there of those door jambs. As far as threshold plates, those are in good shape. And again, we'll go on the inside of the car too here in a little bit, check out all the interior, the gauges, dash, all of that stuff. Door closes real nice and easy, good solid thud there, so again, it's adjusted up just right. As we work our way to the back, again, the wheel lip moldings, those BF Goodrich radial TA tires mounted on those 14-inch steel rally wheels. And then that brings us to the rear of the car. All right, here we are now around the back side of our 67 Camaro RS Ss350 Convertible. You can see here, just with the trunk closed, just how nice everything fits all back here. You can see the gaps and the elevation of that trunk lid the whole way around. Again, this car does not have the rear spoiler, so that makes it even easier for you to see the fitment on that trunk, and it's looking really good back here. You can see the bright work coming around the bottom of the rear of the window and top here. That's in excellent shape. Again, I mentioned that plastic window back here. Again, you can just see that convertible top too from back here now. Again, there's no frays or tears around any of the seams, and you can just see how nice and tight that plastic is back here for that rear window. As far as the tail section of the car goes, your taillight bezels, those are in excellent shape. Bright work is real nice. The black trim inside, that's in excellent shape too on both sides. The lens covers back here for your brake lights and driving lights, those are all in excellent shape too. No cracks, no chips or anything out of those. Nice big chrome back bumper. Got the little bumperettes back here as well. And you have the Ss350 gas cap here also. And you can see that's in really good shape too. The white paint, really nice. Again, the 350 underneath, very easily readable there. Lower valance, it's got the correct lower valance, complete with the rear backup lights cut into that, just like it should be for the RS. And then of course we got the Chevrolet script with the Camaro underneath it here on that trunk lid. Again, it's there because you don't have that rear trunk spoiler. So let's go ahead and open that trunk up, and we'll take a look on the inside. As you can see, trunk opens real nice. On the underside of the trunk lid, that nice bright shiny Bolero red paint back here. It's got your original decals up here for your jack installation and instructions. Now the inside of the trunk, you can see how nice that is. All solid one-piece floor in here, all painted the correct green or aqua and black trunk spatter paint, just like it should be. No trunk mat in here, and you can see there's no signs of it ever having any moisture or anything in here. Trunk seal itself around here is in excellent shape. Again, no rips, no tears. You can tell this has been taken care of. It's not dried out or anything like that. All complete here. Again, sealing from the elements should not be an issue with this car. This time we'll go ahead and close our trunk lid. We're all done back here. Alright, here we are now on the passenger side of our 67 Camaro RS Ss350 Convertible. Again, a mouthful to say all the time there, but again, starting with the rear quarter panels, working our way up front. The sides of this car, just about as laser straight as you can ask for a true survivor car. Again, that Bolero paint, just as nice as can be the whole way around on this car. Again, wheel lip moldings, bright wheel lip moldings all the way around. The BF Goodrich radial TA tires, the 14-inch steel rally wheels with the beauty rings and centers. And again, those beauty rings and centers, those are in excellent shape too. Very straight. They're not marked up, they're not chipped up, they're not dented up. They're in excellent condition. We can see this side here of the trim around the around the top here, the bottom of the top. It's in good condition. You can see now the other side of the convertible top now. Again, how clean that white top is. Again, no frays, no rips, no tears. Everything just, you know, as good as can be on this convertible top. We look at our gaps here now on the passenger side. You can see the gaps here, front, back, and the front. Very uniform on this door. The elevations on this side just about as good as what they are over on the other side there. Everything fits real nice. Open this side up real quick just to give an idea. Again, the little rubber bump stops both on the top and down here at the bottom. The bright red Bolero paint inside throughout the door jamb. The sill, the door sill plates or threshold plates, those are in good shape there too. Again, just from standing back here, you can see that this does have the black deluxe interior in it also. Again, we're going to go back inside here in a little bit, but got the black deluxe interior. Weather stripping around the door, that's in excellent shape too. So again, you've got no cracks, no tears, no dry rotting whatsoever on those seals. So again, those are going to seal up just great. No issues with any kind of water getting in. Your seals up around the roof line here too. Those are in excellent shape. You can see there's no cracks or tears or chunks out of those either. The little door jamb U-seals here, same thing. Good condition there. They're all intact, all as they should be. As we close that, it closes up nice and easy also. Good solid thud. Again, adjusted up just as it should be. You can see that window trim here for the convertible. That's in excellent shape. As we work our way forward here on the front fender, you got the Camaro up top. Got the 350 cross flag emblem here on the bottom side of the front fender. That bright RS trim or molding down below on the front fender, door and quarter, along with some molding underneath that also. That's in excellent shape. The wheel lip moldings, the 14-inch wheels, BF Goodrich tires, and to finish off down the side, the SS emblems here also on the front fenders. Alright, here we are now finally at the front end of our machine here. Again, Ss350, the RS package on it as well, just as it would have been from the factory. So the first thing we notice here is the big steel SS hood. You've got the grill areas here up on top there, the louvered areas, and the bright work on those is in excellent condition. Nice, bright, shiny, polished up. They look real nice. That white bumblebee nose stripe the whole way around the nose there, that's in excellent condition. The all blacked out RS grill, just with a little bit of the bright work around the outside of it there to highlight it. The Ss350 emblem right in the center of that grill. Obviously it's got the hideaway lights on it, so that's a nice touch. Again, that's what the RS would have had. Big front bumper there, all chrome, all nicely polished up there. looks real good there. And then underneath the car, we've got the black front air dam there. Those, you know, some of them did not come with them, but ours does. So it's on there, a nice little touch there. So we'll go ahead and open up our hood now, take a look inside, and see what we have to power this girl. So as we raise our hood, first thing, the underside of the hood here. Black underside of the hood, and then you've got the hood insulation here, tacked up in place just like it should be, and you can see that that's in good shape. There's no tears, no chunks out of it, nothing hanging down, so it's tied up the way it should be. Under the hood now, this is not the original motor, but it is a 350 cubic inch small block Chevy motor. You can see it's got a factory style air cleaner on it with the chrome lid. It's got the 350 decals on that air cleaner lid. It has the chromed Chevrolet valve covers on top too. Just a stock cast intake on it, and it's got a quadrajet carburetor on it as well. This has the manifolds on it too, stock cast exhaust manifolds, no headers. A lot of times people elect to keep those manifolds on just because they usually seal up a lot better than what the headers do. You'll sometimes get header leaks and so forth with those. So anyways, they went the safer route with those and left those on. Mechanical fuel pump, looks to be a newer master cylinder on the back. Again, this is a manual four-wheel drum brake car, manual steering car. It's got the stock style radiator in it, but they still retained that plastic fan shroud on here. Now this particular car has a 4-blade steep pitch steel fan. So even though it's still 4 blades, the pitch of the blades is a lot greater and will direct a lot more, or pull a lot more air through that radiator and help keep this thing cool. Stock style distributor back air and stock style coil also to deliver the spark to the motor. Everything runs good on this thing. Looks like it's got newer heater lines on it. So again, those are all hooked up as they should be. Now the other thing on this car, how you are to know that this is a real RS Ss350 car, is back on the firewall you have your trim tag. You're going to see in positions 3 and 4 on the trim tag, you're going to see a 3L 4P. Okay, now those aren't the only codes that are on there, but 3L is going to stand for your RS package. The 4P is your Ss350 package. So again, those are stamped on that trim tag. That is what this car is. So right now we're all done here kind of explaining the engine. We'll go ahead and fire this up so you can hear what it sounds like. We're also going to show you the interior of that car here too, and see how nice that is as well. Here we are on the inside of our 67 Camaro RS Ss350. Again, deluxe interior here, all black vinyl. You can see it's got the white inlays here on the seat. That's part of your deluxe interior package there. Just that little extra trim there. Factory dash, all black, padded dash. The actual dash pad itself, there's no cracks or tears in it, so it's been cared for over the years. All factory instrumentation, so you've got a 120 mile an hour speedo, and you have an in-dash tack also. As far as over here in the center, we've got factory heater controls, we've got a factory AM/FM radio, and then down below here we've got those factory gauges here for your RS package, your rally gauge pack. In here you've got a combination fuel and temperature gauge, you've got a clock, and then you have a combination oil pressure and battery gauge. So those are all factory gauges. Factory 4-speed center console here with a Hurst shifter. Now this car has the wood grain style steering wheel, a sport style steering wheel on it, so that's a real nice touch there. All black door panels, black carpeting. You can see the underside here of our convertible top is just as nice as everything else. I can't see any kind of frays or tears, nothing at all like that. It's all in good shape. The bows here that run from side to side, those are in excellent shape too. Back seat, just as nice. No rips or tears. Deluxe interiors, got the white inlays in it, just like the front do. Front seat belts and back seat belts also, so you've got all of those. And of course, with a convertible top, you usually don't have those shoulder harness belts that some of these cars came with. So you do have complete front and rear belts on this car. Carpet's in nice shape, as I said. Rock or kick panels, everything is just as nice as you could ask for in a true Survivor car. Also, if you've already listened to the engine video, you'll notice that it's pretty quiet. Again, that's due in fact because of, first of all, it's got the stock cast exhaust manifolds, but it also has, from looking at our underside video, that single large transverse muffler back there that has the dual in and dual out pipes. That muffler is going to keep this car really, really quiet. So that's why you don't have a whole lot of engine noise coming out the exhaust on this car. Other than that, that's really about all we have to go over today. If you have any more questions, want to see any other pictures or anything at all about this car or any other car that we have on our site, definitely feel free to give us a phone call or shoot us an email. All of that contact information will be displayed throughout the video, and also on our website you'll be able to reach us.